Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Yes, I'm back with another video. Actually, I'm live streaming on Twitch, and I'm actually doing a video. Like I said, kill two birds with one stone, right?
Mm-hmm.
These are the motherfucking killing coronavirus, right? Now, Post just told me a very alarming story. A couple broke into his car, had some ill relationships inside the car, and
I
left materials
forgot.
behind. Left a whole bunch of DNA behind. Follow to what I'm saying, right? This is what Post just told me. This is beyond Z. Now, once I slam line, this is all on live stream right here. Like my man had the dead mouse in his mouth. But anyway, you see the screen rating that I have on the screen. Now, somebody sent me certain post the other day. I guess the bots taking a jab at Sony, right? Ain't gonna shameless plug, and mind these people ain't paying me a damn dime to promote their product. This bowl of noodle right here, the brand is called Paldo bowl of noodle. Man, black folks, when we make our oodles noodle, we add paprika, adobo, garlic, all types of shit. This motherfucker, you don't need nothing. This motherfucker spicy as hell. I got my nose and everything running.
Oh man.
Yo, that motherfucker nice and spicy to kill the Wuhan. But anyway, I'm gonna do a quick video right here. Like I said, I'm actually gonna do a show later on today. And but anyway, someone sent me this picture here, right? In terms of, like I said, quote unquote, next generation consoles. And an article came out. What is from? Who did this article come out from? I don't want to lie to nobody.
WCC.
No, not that one. I have another one. Hold on. I don't want to lie to nobody. Wait, let me go to the website. We're basically saying that the PS5 be a little less powerful than the Xbox Series X, right?
Ah. Well, you digging them noodles, ain't you?
So I'm done this right. I'm professional. I get that last little hit. Now you got that last little hit. I get that last little hit.
Oh man, it's early, man.
It's early. I'm giving you guys a video right here. I'm in my debut. Actually, I'm live on Twitch too. So anyway, let me bring up this. Let me do this right here. Let me bring up the actual article that I'm talking about. Get it up on my screen. Where's it at? Where's the broadband bullies website DM at? When it comes to Sony propaganda, my boy Kratos, he gonna post everything Sony related. Hold up. Percent place a room clean CPU configuration. So no, that's not that right there. Where we at? Here we go. From Gamers Rant. Let me go to display capture. Hold on one second. We had some other stuff now. We had some, I guess, we're still dealing with leaks, I guess. There were some things that Microsoft didn't release about the console. It's not even going to let me share my screen.
It's still a lot. It's still a lot left that we need to know.
Yeah. Like, we don't know how much RAM.
RAM, the bus speed and all that stuff.
Yeah, we still don't know.
What the SSD and what that's going to be capable of. So it's still a lot there. I know Sony.
But you can't. You can see can you see the Twitch stream post or no?
Yeah, I can see the Twitch stream.
All right, hold on one second. Let me display capture here. Anyway, it says here PS5 is slightly less powerful than the Xbox, claims new developers. New dev rumor. Now, I got sent this. You see the pretty graphics in the back. You could make it this off my screen. I had the Xbox One X. Series X, I'm sorry. Then they had Google Stadia, right? Then they had the PlayStation 5. Now, Google Stadia is what? 10 T-flops? 10.2 T-flops? 10.2 T-flops. You have the...
What, Stadia? Yeah, 10.7. 10.7. Yeah, 10.7. Series X is 12 teraflops.
Now, we're still
waiting. Probably a little bit more than 12, but they're just saying 12 at the moment.
12.1, 12.2, right?
Yeah.
According to rumors, Sony shit is 9.2, right?
Yeah, now, well, we got a new rumor out saying that it's 11.6. I don't know how. Supposedly a Dell from, I think, Blur Studios or whatever, that guy on NeoGAF sent
That's
out
what this.
a
Okay, this is where
picture.
this rumor here come from. The PS5 slightly less powerful than the
Yeah,
Xbox One. Than the Xbox claims. New dead rumor, and he was saying what
yeah,
11 point.
yeah. He made it. He sent out a cryptic message.
Uh-huh.
And the bird message with coups, and the coups supposed to be the number of CUs, and people counted it was like 52 coups. So people were assuming that it was 52 CUs, and then they start 1.7 some megahertz, which add up to 11.6 teraflops. So
Okay.
that's the latest rumor on that. So I
Okay.
think some ponies are trying to move as far away from that 9.2 as possible.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, what you're saying is cool, right? Either way.
Yeah.
But here's if the 9.2. I hear echo. Is that be you? If the 9.2 work is correct or was correct, right?
Mhm.
And what you again, we talking about them paying whatever they for the GPU, like far as the R&D and them signing the contract. Now
Mhm.
I know. Like I said, early on, but they paid for an APU, was SoC, right? I don't know
Yeah.
if they can change it this quick, or you know what I mean. Like to me, like business just don't go that way.
Yeah.
But if, like I said again, maybe that may have been the old thing. I don't know how that works. Maybe they still may use it on a PS5 Lite or not. Like I don't know. Like I said, there's
I
still
think that's why Sony's taking advantage of this coronavirus situation. I think that's why they've been quiet. I don't know if assuming that Oberon is a chip that's um, related to Sony, uh, it shows that it's still undergoing revisions and major changes. So when Sony said they're not ready to show it at this time, then they're probably not. And since this coronavirus shit going on, they give them time to be quiet and kind of get everything in order.
okay.
So it kind of, if I think for them, it was probably perfect timing.
Now we just had another article came out says Xbox Series X to feature most complex SoC for gaming console ever. Multiple CPU clusters with ARM and x86 cores. Rumor. Now what the hell does all that mean, Bosch?
So this right here came from a LinkedIn and working on the SoC from AMD. He says that the SoC has multiple CPU cores in each cluster, and they're using x86 and ARM core for full graphics engine, and that is 7 nanometer. So what this is saying that this is like a very complex chip. You got a CPU with clusters inside the CPU, and inside those clusters, you have multiple cores and all types of stuff going on. I think what this really means is that this APU is gonna have deep learning, AI built into it, deep machine learning. I think it's gonna rely on the cloud. I think it's gonna rely on the internet for a lot of the stuff, and that lends to what Microsoft was talking about as far as using AI to create textures,
Okay.
so they could build a model with low res textures and then use AI to enhance those textures. And I think this what they're talking about with all the clusters and the cores and stuff. It's just gonna have a lot of deep machine learning and
And
shit.
you got the article up in front of you. Oh, I do. This one
Um,
it says the Xbox Series X is going to be it's going to feature the most complex system on a chip for a gaming console created.
mhm.
Now, that could be taken in. I mean, most complex can mean a lot of things. Right? Does that
Yeah,
necessarily mean the most powerful, most complex? I mean, a lot of stuff that went into it. They get more bang for your buck. Like, what do you mean by that? What they're saying, the most complex system on a chip for gaming.
yeah. I think and in terms of right now, this probably the most advanced complex chip that they've created so far. I don't know how that is in comparison to
What Sony's doing?
Sony doing, but
Okay.
when he's talking about x86 cores and ARM cores
Okay.
inside of multiple clusters and shit, you got a lot going on. You got a lot going on right there, and this chip is going to be able to multitask and do a lot. And um, it's not just for graphics purposes, even though they say they're gonna use it for full graphics engine. But like I said, AI stuff, deep machine learning. I think all that stuff is going to work together in this one chip, and I think that's why they saying it's so. Yeah, I think that's why they saying it's complex because, me personally, this is the first time I'm hearing about CPU cores, especially x86 and ARM cores, built into multiple clusters inside of the CPU.
Okay,
Like that sounds crazy.
Now, for the record, now what is the for those that don't know? Maybe it's the first time clicking on my video and don't know, don't keep their finger on the pulse with everything when it comes to tech. The Xbox Series X or maybe in the PlayStation 5, they're using Navi.
Yeah, they're using Navi, and that's AMD latest GPU chip. So we got to be careful about when we say Navi because it's different versions of it. Like
Navi Lite and
you got the Navi 10 and the Navi Lite, which is a hybrid chip, which still have some of that old architecture built into it. But RDNA 2 is their new architecture. It has no resemblance of GCN, if I'm not mistaken. It's just a whole new architecture that got away from GCN, and that's what the Xbox Series X has. And supposedly, rumor AMD said that Sony's supposed to be using the same thing. So,
all right. So, if rumors are true, we're all taking this with a bunch of greatest sorrow. Now, I did hear this, and we're gonna talk about it on the show later on today. We do finally get a official announcement from Sony as far as a reveal thing. I think they said April something, and I had the article here.
Yeah, April 20th. Yeah, April 20th.
Now at this reveal from Sony, are you expecting them to talk specs or just show the console?
I don't know because
pricing.
That April 20th thing was built off a broadcasting, but it is a product announcement thing. So we probably do get PS5. We probably do get spec. I don't know about pricing at this point since Microsoft haven't showed their hand. Hopefully we get some PS5 news, get some specs, and finally see what this thing capable of. And for those who don't know what ARM chips is, ARM chips are used in cell phones, watches, and things like that. And Microsoft just started supporting ARM on OS level. Windows now supports it. So but as far as the PS5, hopefully it get announced. Hopefully we get a chance to see what it do and put to bed all these rumors, man. Because I think the PS5 fans, the Sony fans, are getting a little frustrated since Sony been so quiet.
We'll see. This thing here isn't. I see the official Sony logo thing up here. But if you had to bet your last dollar on it, only dollar, as far as his console. Now, since Puerto Rock been around a little long late. Puerto Rock now he's stuck in Germany, supposed to be moving back for our states. Now, some people are saying that I'm going to get into PC or and again, like far but Sony, Microsoft does release their exclusive wise on PC day and date. But I'm even saying for those here, I'm just gonna get a PC, which I have nothing against that. For the bang and the buck, you're not gonna find no PC out there for $500. That's gonna be able to do what the PS5 or the Xbox Series X can do. I think both consoles will be about $500. You know what I mean? At the end of the day,
I just think that's people are jumping the gun. I think because Microsoft haven't fully came out and I mean they at the Game Awards they showed the system. They showed Hellblade 2, but people want to see gameplay. They want to see some things in action on these systems. And I think the fact that Sony has been quiet and haven't showed their hand, we haven't seen nothing next generation from them yet. And you got current generation games now going to PC. I think people are just jumping the gun. But I'm pretty sure when both companies show their hands and show what these systems can do, then people are going to start making a choice whether they're going to, stay with PS5 or if they're going to have both or, switch sides or whatever. But I think the smart thing to do is if you look at the tech that they put in these systems, it doesn't make sense unless you're a hardcore PC guy and that's something you want to do. But if you're a console gamer, it doesn't make sense to go out there and spend all that money on building a PC when you see what these systems gonna be capable of doing.
Yeah. That's one, and then they don't, not for nothing, not taking anyone's side. Microsoft kind of put themselves in this predicament. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't get just going into this generation, right? When this generation started, people really weren't so concerned about Microsoft games. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
It was more the power. This one, when again, motherfuckers, excuse my French, made a big, to do over 1.3 to 1. What was it, 8 at the time?
Yeah.
I'm just keeping it even. Talking about, and then again, and Microsoft has no one to blame but themselves. That all their wounds have been self-inflicted. They shot themselves in both their feet at the start. Don't ever sacrifice the specs of your console to include a peripheral that the consumer may not want. You know what I mean? That was I would rather them had a bundle for $600, right? At the start of the generation, right? Because then you wouldn't have had this whole 1080p, 980p shit, right? And if I guess if hindsight is 2020, if they can go back and change something, maybe you can do a bundle for $600 and include the Connect, because I already got that bundle there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or just did a standalone, but console thing for $500 or $400, whatever the case may be. Meet Sony, because Sony charged $400. You know what I mean? Or whatever. You know what I mean? Have the standalone box for $400 or whatever. About the same, 1.8 or whatever, two T flops, whatever. Meet Sony there at that, and then do an all around, because I done got the all around, whatever, maybe 2 controllers or whatever the hell, and throw in the Connect, whatever you want to charge for, right? And a lot of diehard guys said, just would have got that, because again, to be fair, the Connect store, where my hell's my Connect? Right here somewhere, because in this bucket here, it did a lot of shit, but they didn't support the thing at launch. They didn't, you know what I mean? Yeah. It come down to third party and it being in with every system, but since Microsoft went back at that, but then they released, which really didn't make any sense. You launched the console with the Kinect, right? And you didn't even have any software to support the Kinect. Just Dance one, they're Kinect Sports 2s, all that stuff there was in demo form, right? They didn't really have, their ducks in a row when it came to that, right? Now, again, it did a lot of stuff as far as features. I used to use Xbox On, Xbox Record, and all other stuff, but a lot of people are not into that, you know what I mean? But moving along or moving forward, going into this generation, people are questioning Microsoft's software because, again, not the, keep beating a dead dog with stick posts. Not get on my Zoo Tycoons and this, that, and the other. And then we came to the point, like I said, people became like, this is what I'm saying, like this was a Xbox fan became like a battered woman, out there making excuses for the abuser. I'm not into making excuses for no $1 trillion company and why they ain't got no software. You were in the gaming division, like I said, it's been a conscious decision for whatever reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That they stopped investing in AAA quality software. You know what I mean? Like
I think it's because of I think when you got Sony that's ramping out AAA quality titles at the rate that they're doing it
at the end, at the tail part, because they didn't have nothing.
But it magnifies what Microsoft is doing content-wise.
What they wasn't doing.
And what they're not doing content.
Yeah.
It puts them under a big microscope. Because you got Sony over here like, man, title after title. And look how they ended the generation. And when you got that going, like, I know, you see Sony over here. What is Microsoft doing over here? It's been how many years? Yo, I just realized they didn't put this out in this many, in this long.
Yeah.
What's going on? And so going into this generation, that's going to be one of the big main questions. Can Microsoft deliver AAA quality exclusive? It was yet to be seen. I'm not saying it's something that's going to be guaranteed. I hope Microsoft step up to plate and put out quality titles, not just titles that's for the casual in terms of like Zoo Tycoon and stuff like that, or Sea of Thieves, but I'm talking about big powerhouse AAA exclusives to finally show off that hardware. If you're going to claim you're the most powerful system in the world, or you want to be that, then you got to have the content to back it up. And I hope when they show, I hope we don't get no cartoon or puffy clouds and Shit,
hey man,
jumping out time out.
Hey bro, hey bro. I know. I hope they do. Hey man, that's more. You know me. I'm gonna go out there and cut up, bro. You know I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? You know what they said was Z. Well, you know, I'm gonna say we can end the show. We can end the video with this, rather. You know what I mean? Show. I'm doing the show later on about 3-4 o'clock, right? I will say this, right? It's good for business for me. You know what I mean? The console, what they do, right? But overall, just being a gamer, like, you know what I mean? They said with Z, well, you're a part of the problem. You know, why support them, right? And because, you know, I'm a console gamer, right? I don't game on PC, right? I prefer on shooters to use an Xbox controller. I can't, you know, I'm not saying I can't, like, you know, what the hell, I don't know what I'm going to do. I keep telling motherfuckers, I got my hand size about the size of the Jolly Green Giant. Fighters, I don't mind. When it comes to shooters, like you see that my thumbs really, they touch each other. I can't, you know, undo it. You know what I mean? Plus, I'm using one up, one down, like for me. And I went out and bought, what do you call it, the Nikon, whatever they paid, about $1.70 for this. But the input lag was, you know, I take my shooters crazy. And a little bit, you know, a little second counts to me. And we'll see, you can get the Astro C40, which I don't mind. But Sony's coming out with a new controller, the DualShock 5 with implications on. Not saying they may not support the, you know, the old one. But, you know what I mean? I wait till, you know, when Sony's come out and announce something, I want to go out and spend $200 on a peripheral that I can, you know, take with me or take forward with me. So I'll just wait. But on this thing, but you know, just me just being a gamer, I'm going to own every console. Well, I technically I do have a Switch, but it's my daughter's, it's my house. I'm not into those games. I wish Nintendo did make something that I like, but, you know, I'm a Shimmer Ray shallow man, you know. They take big point grab so yeah, for sure.
Question. Depending on what they do with the DS5 controller, if they make some changes to it where
they supposed to add a screen to it,
comfortable to your hands, would you start playing first-person shooters on the PS5?
No, it's more of the size. Now Sony's not walking away from this pattern of them having their analogs.
The analog stick,
No. It posts an app for leaks. They supposed to have adaptation for the triggers. You know, for the feast, for input. Like no, you know when there were several games that supported on the Xbox. You're playing Forza and you felt the actual wheels or whatever running in the trigger, right? Cool feature, but it's the analog sticks so close together. I can't use it now. They did make some improvements from the DualShock 3 to the DualShock 4. They didn't have triggers before. To me, it was just like that. I couldn't do when I was playing the shooter. It was like, damn, I'm just hitting a button. I was used to pulling a trigger, you know what I mean? It's all what you, but again, not to make excuses, like I said, I prefer the controller, you know what I mean? As far as, you know, people now, as far as fighters, as far as fighter, it doesn't really, as far as fighters or any other game, it really doesn't matter to me. It is what it is. But as far as, like I said, with shooters, you know what I mean? I just need, it's more comfortable for me.
Right.
But overall, me being a gamer, I'm going to own every console. Like, you know what I mean? When Microsoft come up with something hot, I'm there. And it's me being a gamer. I keep saying this. As even my diehard Sony brethren, you want Microsoft to come out there and knock the hell out of Sony, right? And, you know what I mean? By them doing that, that's going to make Sony get on their A game. Or, Sony, you know, and it's better off and it's healthier for gaming. Us being, you know, the product, the gaming that we love. Because some people go too far left. Oh, I want to see Microsoft out of gaming. And, like when people get to talking like that, that's when who got to stop the show. What's my man, J Love? When they talking crazy, like, but that's when that's that zealous stuff. That's that probably announcing shit. I can't get with that. You know what I mean? Even though I don't care for Nintendo, if we get the hell up out of here, I don't want to see Nintendo going. You know what I mean? Because again, we're talking about a third of the industry that's gone. You know what I mean? I don't care for Nintendo stuff. Not for me. Some people love it. It's not my thing.
I hope all the shows come back next week. It's been boring AF, and I am tired of new Sony.
Hey, Floyd Mayweather.
It's getting a scene.
Who is that?
Yeah, I knew Sony. Okay, listen. It's Sony. My man said, Floyd said, I hope this show. Hey, Floyd, so look, check it out. I'm gonna put in your inbox. I got that damn thing, the one that too hot and heavy thing that I could put on YouTube with Parker and all them. I'm gonna put it in your inbox. I had to put it on Daily Motion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Floyd, it's getting crazy. They went from 9 to 10. They had 13.3 teraflops, 14.2 teraflops, and now they're saying it even can be 15 teraflops.
Nah.
It's getting crazy, man. It is getting crazy. I hope Sony come out.
You know what? I said, listen, because this is not even a podcast. This is a regular video. I'm just streaming while I'm doing this, right? I'm just killing two birds with one stone. Hey, Pose, I got to say this, right? He said mine did with PS3s. You talking about controllers? I mean triggers. The PS3 controller didn't have
I think personally PS5 launch will rely on indies and third-party games.
Yeah.
Oh, that could happen. I'm not negating.
Yeah, I think it's going to. That's why.
But you know what? But to be fair, Sony has positioned itself different. They're hitting the generation on such a high note, right? Yeah. On such a high note with the Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima. So you know you're going to get a sequel to those. You know what I mean? Listen, sad to say, the Microsoft shining moment this year, whatever, it's going to be a 2D slide scroller in Ori, and you know what I mean. Ori's a great game, but I wouldn't compare Ori to the Last of Us 2. You know what I mean? You know, or Ghost of Tsushima. You know what I mean? Hey, Rob's Gaming TV. Listen, you my man. The PS3, the DualShock didn't have no triggers on the PS3 controller, bro. I got one in there, which is 2 top buttons. That was one of the things they raved about with the DualShock 4, it finally having triggers. You know what I mean? But I'm staying here, but I'm about to end this video so I can upload it to YouTube because I'm recording. Like I said, they know. As far as the rumors, yeah, you're gonna continue to have rumors. There's always gonna be gaming rumors. Sony's been so tight-lipped, but we get supposed to have a official reveal from Sony. This is from I see the Sony logo from them. They're showing up a new product. It's the only thing else left to show, you know what I mean? But that E3 is officially be canceled, so Microsoft is having a showing. Actually, it might fell off well better than them because they ain't got no pressure on them. You know, them motherfuckers go out there and miss a wide open layup, man. You know, Microsoft dog shit, bro. E3 to themselves went out that bitch and blew it.
Hey, man, you don't have to leave my Xbox alone, man. I'm still riding.
Yeah,
I ain't jump off the train yet, man.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you right now, they had that motherfucking show, and they up there showing motherfucking Zukai Tune and the Bambi game. Hey, bro, I wanted to punch a hole in my old leg when Phil said, we're more excited for the things we didn't show. I was done. What? Like, I was fucking done. Yeah, but I'm about to end this video now, but I will be going live today around 3-4 o'clock. Get the crew in here, man, and cut up, man.
Make sure y'all tune in. There's so much information dropping. We're going to have a great show.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going back up to the live room. Postup is getting on. I'm going back up to the live room. But anyway, yeah, we out of here, man. As far as that, that's done.